And red circle! Dun, dun. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. We are playing Here for Sweethearts once again. I don't know how many people we have left.
I don't know either.
But intermission means middle, right? So we're at least halfway through?
Well, intermission just means a break, but yeah, it's
so you could have two?
Halfway.
Okay, cool. Alright. Well, I'm excited.
Unless there are two intermissions.
Maybe.
In which case...
I'm fine with this going forever, to be honest. But anyway, we got Twyla, and now it is time for our boy. We have so many boys, but our boy, Gunter! I don't know any German songs. Look at him, he's so happy. Okay, here we go. What?
Well,
are you trying to remember his voice, or?
No, you said we have so many boys, and I'm like, I don't feel like we have more boys than girls.
I guess not. We have mainly girls. Oh yeah. Anyway, here we go. Gunter!
Well, we have two non-binaries, also.
It's like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna look something up.
Oh. Okay, here. Okay. Now, I don't remember what day of the week it was in Twyla's thing. It was during school, yeah? Like it was in the middle of the week or something? I don't remember. There was a time jump, so I don't remember.
But anyway, then there was also the intermission, so that was...
Oh, that's true. Okay.
But I was gonna look up Eros and Psych. I completely forgot.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, wait, is our father maybe Eros? Cupid?
No. We'll find out. I'm sure we'll get to know him or something. Oh yeah, I guess I normally give a recap. Last episode we got Twyla, and some weird stuff happened with the lady in the library. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch that right now, because I don't even know what happened. I really don't. But I guess the librarian is our mom? Question mark? I don't know. Go watch it. You'll get why I'm confused. Anyway, here we go. Why were you here again? Oh, right, you remember now. Twyla had invited you to lunch. It's the weekend now. It's the weekend. So, lunchtime is a little bit different for everyone. You're leaning up against the wall waiting for her, though it feels weird to be doing so. As if you were trying too hard to look cool. But if you were to sit at a table, you're almost certain you would look like much more of a loser sitting alone. The troubles of being in high school and overthinking everything. There weren't too many kids in there right now, but...
Because you've stopped doing that.
Oh, yeah, totally. I don't do it as much, but is it because I'm outside of high school, or is it because I have my therapist? Who knows? There weren't too many kids in here right now, but there was definitely... enough that it would be weird to take a seat by yourself. What?
I said I'm not any better.
Oh. But you weren't waiting for long when...
It's nothing, just picking at me.
Oh. Is the music normally going?
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason I thought, is it supposed to be going? Anyway.
For some reason it seems louder than usual, if anything, but...
I'm guessing this is Gunter. Right?
Maybe.
I'll do it just in case. Coffee! See? Gunter jogged up beside you in the cafeteria.
I was expecting you to try to do the accent since you were like, I think this is Gunter, but I'll do it.
I don't have the confidence to do Gunters. It's like Friend Twyla. Coffee. I don't know.
I know. I'm not quite sure what the accent is either.
I like the one that you did.
It's somewhere between German and Swedish.
I don't know. Somebody somewhere is offended. I'm sorry,
maybe
but
Norway?
It sounds fun. Anyway, okay.
It's not Denmark though, which would be between Germany and Sweden.
Is that where they say yeah a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say yes.
Anyway. Because we say you know a lot, which I feel like is kind of a combination of the fact that we're slightly descendant from
it's because we get it from
Mom, who gets it from her side of the family, which is Swedish and Norwegian.
They're from the Midwest.
That too.
You know,
that too. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
But yeah, Gunter jogged up beside you in the cafeteria. You remember Gunter from the other day with Twyla, but you weren't able to talk to him much before he ran off. He's just as hulking as you remember him being. You greet him warmly and he smiles at you.
It is nice to see you again. Gunter has come to wait for friend Twyla.
You tell Gunter that's funny, you're also here for Twyla.
The more the merrier.
I wonder why he likes Twyla. Is it like one of those things where like opposites attract, you know? One of those like ships. Have you seen all like the different ships that exist? Like the like normal pairings, and it's like the sunshine with the moon or gloomy with the sun. Oh, maybe it's just me. Anyway.
It also just seems like he likes to be friends with everybody.
That is true. That is true.
He's literally said friend Twyla. Who else? He mentioned someone else, but he called them friend. I can't remember who. Come, let us sit.
You and Gunter chose an empty table to sit at. You're in the view of the entrance. Twyla can't possibly miss you when she comes in. After you choose your table, you watch Gunter get up from his seat and make his way towards the kitchen area. When he comes back, he's carrying 3 oranges in his hands. You notice he places one carefully in front of the empty chair, presumably for Twyla. And then the remaining 2, he gives the bigger one to you. Oh my gosh! If he turns out to be the murderer, I don't even care. Yes, I do. I'm kidding. But like, oh, he's so sweet. And you thank him. Do you know why Twyla called us here? How are you today? Oh. Can I possibly go wrong with Gunter? I'm kind of curious, so I want to do what do you know why, but I feel like Gunter's not gonna know.
I mean, he might.
Okay, I'll just try it. Did you hear that?
Twilight. You were looking at Twilight.
Twilight idea! Okay, do you know why Twyla called us here?
No idea. She did not even tell Gunter that there would be a friend here, but Gunter is happy for the surprise nonetheless.
You tell Gunter the same. That Twyla had called you to meet her for lunch, but didn't tell you that she had invited Gunter too. But you are happy to see him in return. He was very kind when you last met.
You as well.
I set you on a wild goose cage. I can't talk this industry.
A wild juice chase.
A wild goose chase.
Behold in the wild.
Juice.
The orange juice.
But before you two can say much, less I'm embarrassed to each
enters
other.
the fridge in search for a perfect
Twyla, stop it! Twyla steps into the cafeteria. She approaches the table as brisk as ever, with such an attitude that you worry for a second she's going to slam her hands on the table to yell at both of you. She doesn't, though. She stops right before the table, but doesn't take a seat. She seems she'd prefer to look down on you when speaking. Oh. Good afternoon. I wanted to ask you both a favor. Relating to, you know. You can only guess Twyla's referring to the murder. You glance over to Gunter. He appears upset. No! He must know too and understands what she's referring that she's referring to it. I wanted to look in the headmistress's office, you see. But I know she's in right now. I needed you guys to do something bad. Why? Why couldn't we just, like... I'm assuming, but, like, I'm guessing Gunter might be some kind of exchange student. I'm a semi-new student. Couldn't we just be like, hey, mistress, can you do this thing? Show us where this thing is? I don't know.
Also, we've already gotten in trouble.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if she knows that. Bad? Something to get her out of her office. Cause enough commotion that I can go in and look through some of her stuff.
For Twyla, Gunter doesn't know about this. Gunter would like to help, but Gunter does not want to disappoint Miss Headmistress.
Coffee. She calls to you. Surely you can convince Gunter to do it, right? I'm gonna go with we'll do something else, right? Because he doesn't want to do it. And I already have Twyla's heart.
Question mark.
Question mark. The equivalent of her heart, I guess, as good as we're gonna get. We can, like I said, I feel like we could do something else. Like, oh, we're confused on paperwork, or I don't know.
Might want to save for this one.
Okay. Save.
But I feel like saying we...
I'm gonna do it.
I mean, we could do something else to distract.
That's what it, yeah.
We'll
do something else. Excuse me? You explained to Twyla and Gunter that causing trouble doesn't have to be the only way to get the headmistress's attention.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sure there's other ways that you can get her out of the office that don't involve making her job harder for her and getting us in trouble. You're not sure what you can do yet, but you're sure the two of you can figure something out. I think her eyebrows went down.
Her eyes completely opened, which were...
Oh. Very well, you two get it. Wait, very well, you two get to it then.
Because you genuinely surprised her.
Yeah, I'm smart. What up? Gunter, text me when she's out of the office, alright?
Yes, friend Twyla, will do.
Gunter leaves out the cafeteria, feeling much more comforted by your suggestion. You're about to follow him when Twyla grabs you harshly by the arm. I don't actually need you guys to distract the headmistress. Huh? I need you to keep Gunter distracted for a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is she suspicious of Gunter?
No, remember he's protective of the gym equipment.
Oh! I thought she got to look at that the other day.
No, remember when Gunter was finally far enough away, other people showed up.
Oh, I got you. Okay, no, that totally went over my head. Twyla scans the room around you quickly, then speaks to you in a whisper, as if she'd be embarrassed for anyone to hear her next words out loud. We're still going to the dance together. You haven't forgotten about that, right? What?
No, that's what she was planning to do at the dance, so I'm not sure what she's planning, actually.
You told her that you haven't forgotten. Right. Well, as for our plans for that night, we're going to need some keys. It shouldn't surprise you that most of the places we need to look into will be locked. But Gunter, he's got it good with just about every club room in the school. He has the keys for a lot of them. So I need you to keep him distracted while I go and get my hands on them. You can do that, right? Well, you can try, you suppose. Is it really alright for her to go behind her friend's back like that? And how is she going to get these keys? Are they in his dorm, or... He's not my friend. And don't worry about how I'm going to get those keys. I'll explain it later, but right now we're wasting time.
Twyla is someone who has no friends, whereas Gunter is someone who everyone is his friend.
Yeah. Get out there before he starts wondering about you. Keep him busy, okay? Twyla practically shoves you out the cafeteria doors to go catch up with Gunter. You oblige by her commands. You can sense that you aren't as close with Twyla as the others you've met. So long as it'll get her to like you, you have little issue following her instruction and doing what she asks of you. You exit into the hall, where, of course, you're once again met with...
Coffee! I was getting worried about you. Ooh, he
Ooh.
said I, not Gunter.
Gunter's smart. What if he is the murderer? Listen, I know I was joking before, but what if this is all an act?
He did first person instead of third person, like he usually does. What were you talking with friend Twyla in there?
Nothing. I was asking her about something in class. She was appreciative of the orange you saved for her. Would he believe that? I mean, that's nice. That's a lie, but it's a nice lie. I mean, I guess all of these are lies. I feel like this is the easiest way to get him to stop asking questions.
Unless he is like, no, she wasn't.
Well, would he say that, or would he just accept it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm gonna save. Save. I mean, we made the right decision, so I'm just gonna save over this. Yes. For sure. I'm gonna go with this. Following my gut today. He just ran out so fast she wasn't able to thank him properly. So she had asked you to pass along the message.
Oh, really? Gunter is glad.
I figured Gunter, I think.
Friend Twyla is very polite, is she not?
Yep. Sure, why not? Gunter begins to walk with you down the hall towards nowhere in particular.
So, where are we going to... What are we going to do? Gunter must admit, he does not have many ideas.
Oh, Gunter. Unfortunately, you don't either. You know that Twyla isn't actually worried about the headmistress's office, but Gunter still thinks she is. So you'll need to come up with a plan to drag the headmistress away from her office so that Gunter will think the two of you did a job well done. But thinking of things that you can do that don't involve causing a ruckus is a little challenging. As you continue down the hall, you notice it isn't long before you run into... Oh, I forget. Oh no, remember I was gonna try to give her an accent.
Yes, because you wanted to match my Reginald.
Gunter. Oh, and coffee. What does the British accent sound like?
Well, I usually do Reginald like... Hey! No. I can't remember anything that he said.
There was a person that I was specifically listening to try to copy their accent when I was like, when we were near her. But now that we've been away from her character for so long, it's all gone. It's all gone. I'm just gonna read. Nice to meet you, or nice to see you, buddy. She turns back to Gunter. Gunter, can I ask for a favor real quick?
Of course, friend Mitzi. What's the matter?
Okay, I know I still haven't paid you back for the last time, but do you think I can borrow some money again? No, Mitzi! My favorite band is having a merch sale, limited edition, you see? And my folks promised to send me money, but they said it wouldn't be for another week, and the sale is this weekend only. Swear, I'll totally pay you everything back by next weekend, okay?
No problem at all.
I'ma stand up for him. I think that's the right way to go, right?
I don't know, but you don't also want to...
I have no idea if that's a thing I have to worry about. You know? Because we were also worried about that in a different one, and it didn't, you know, come into play. So, that's not fair. You aren't trying to say anything bad about Mitzi, but if she hasn't paid him back for my previous instance of borrowing money, it's a little rude to ask for more. especially when it isn't an emergency. Yeah, Coffee's right. Sorry, Gunter. I think I just got a little in my own world about it all. I'll see you later. No hard feelings, yeah? Oh, did I make a mistake? Do you like helping people like that? Mitzi walks off after that. They seem more embarrassed than they do hurt, but when you look to Gunther, you notice that he seems a bit down himself. Oh no, I think I made a mistake.
Coffee, I know we have to help friend Twyla, but I do not like seeing friend Mitzi so upset. Please excuse me. Gunter is going to go buy friend Mitzi some merch himself. He will return momentarily, but this is something he must do himself.
Well, why? I always think I'm doing well. Before you can protest, Gunter rushes off, which isn't good for you, as you told Twyla that you would keep him distracted. At the very least, having him out of your sight isn't good. You're surprised he's so willing just to give Mitzi money even after last time, but looks like you're out of luck this time. I thought he would appreciate me standing up for him!
Yeah, but he doesn't see it as a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Gunter.
Gunter pulls out his phone and does a quick digital transfer. Awesome, you're the best. I totes get the cash back to you later. Just as quickly as they entered the scene, Mitzi leaves once again. Almost as if she was never there to begin with. You're shocked that Gunter was so willing to just fork over the money, even after they hadn't paid him back. But you turn to ask Gunter about it, and he doesn't seem worried at all.
Coffee, this is giving Gunter an idea to help with headmistress.
Oh?
We could buy the headmistress something.
Sounds like a nice idea in theory, but what could the both of you buy her? If you were going out into town and buy something, that'd take way too long. And if you were to buy her something from the school store, well, chances are she's already seen it all and doesn't need any of it. Either way, would you be able to buy something for her that would be enough to coax her out of the office? Something like that would have to be expensive. And you're sure she'd raise questions as to why the two of you bought their school principal such an expensive present. You're sure that she would know in an instant that you were up to no good.
Ah, fair.
But hey, it's not a bad starting point. Not bad at all, actually. Maybe if you had something physical to present with her with, then maybe... Theo or Crowan?
I was gonna lean towards Crowan, so... Hey, G-Man!
Ah, good job! Suddenly, Crowan is approaching the two of you. It appears the G-Man he was talking to was none other than Gunter. When he spots you, he smiles.
Sup, Coffee?
You return his greeting, and then he turns back to Gunter.
G-Man, buddy, listen. You free tomorrow? Gunter should be. Perfect, awesome. Cause, okay, listen to this, right? Theo and I were gonna go to town and buy a TV tomorrow. Try to sneak it into our dorm dressed up in wrapping paper or something. Think you could carry it?
Okay, last time I defended him and it went bad. So from now on, I'm just gonna stay quiet because I'm guessing that's just Gunter's style. Right?
I will say the only thing that makes me hesitate is the fact that he seemed less hesitant. He seemed more hesitant when Crowan asked for a favor. Then again, to be fair, not to be mean to Crowan, but he's one more... Between Crowan and Mitzi, he's more likely to take advantage.
Yeah. So what do you think then?
I think we should go ahead and stay quiet.
Okay.
But I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if this is the
Okay. Quiet.
Ha! Such jokesters, you. Of course Gunter can carry it. He is strong. Ha! Nice. I knew we could count on you. See you by the buses tomorrow morning, bud.
Herman leaves the two of you alone after that. You've begun to sense a pattern with all these people Gunter interacts with.
Coffee?
You snap your attention to Gunter.
Gunter has a confession to make.
He looks a shade of embarrassed, one closer to being ashamed. You ask him what's wrong.
Gunter is unsure how to help friend Twyla. He feels bad. He does not want to keep her waiting, especially knowing how important the matter is. But he does not know what comes next. He does not want to inconvenience anyone. Oh no.
I want to say that he's being taken advantage of, but again, I don't necessarily know if he'd respond well to that.
I also don't think he would consider it something,
because
he's not. He's not doing. It's not like it's inconveniencing him, right?
Yeah.
And he likes helping people.
Okay.
So it's not to him.
You're very nice, Gunter. Too nice.
Huh?
You tell Gunter that you think he's a very kind friend. He seems to worry a lot about his other friends and their happiness. It's no wonder that the others like him so much. You think that he shouldn't worry too hard over it. Twyla will understand. It isn't an easy task after all. Of course, you have the inside information that Twyla doesn't actually care about the headmistress, but you aren't about to tell Gunter that.
That is kind of you to say.
I go.
Gunter is happy you feel that way. Gunter worries, you know? It is why he is so willing to help friend Twyla. I love Aether West. The community that has been built here, the wonderful people who live here, they all mean so much to Gunter. That is why, after that thing happened, Gunter could not imagine. Gunter loves everyone here. And so he will do his best to keep them happy. Because when they are happy, Gunter is happy.
Oh, Gunter. You're too sweet for this world! You tell him that's very sweet. You're not sure if you've ever met a more selfless person. He smiles as bright as the sunshine as you two leave the corridor and enter the courtyard. And it's there that the two of you spot the headmistress. She's sitting on the edge of the fountain, smiling, resting gently on her face. You and Gunter approach her.
Miss Headmistress.
Oh, hello, you two. Isn't it a beautiful day outside?
You are not in your office?
Well, I was, but it gets so stuffy in there. I thought it would be nice to sit outside. I actually just sat down, and I was about to start my lunch break. You watch as Gunter smiles and pulls out his phone to text Twyla. A lunch break would be more than enough time for her to look through the headmistress's office, even though you knew Twyla's true intentions. Still, it made Gunter satisfied to believe he helped her, and it looked like everything managed to work out after all. How about the both... Oh, wait. How about you both? I always, like, try to change the sentence to something I would say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's...
Enjoying the weather?
I've contracted too much of Gunter's stuff sometimes, because he says the whole... He doesn't use contractions.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to...
I know, it's hard.
Yes, Gunter is happy to have such a nice day.
He looks to you with a big smile on his face.
And is happy he gets to enjoy it with Friend Coffee.
Heck yeah! That was like one of our quickest rounds. Because Gunter's so nice. Gunter. I'm sad that he's getting kind of used.
Once again, if he doesn't consider it...
Okay.
If it's not... Okay, I don't want to just frame it that he could be not... But it doesn't seem to be inconveniencing him, and he doesn't consider it an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So...
I feel like I need to protect him.
What is the point in telling him how he should be?
Yeah. Alright, I don't know who's next, though. From that, normally we get, like, a little kind of, like, sneak peek, but...
Yeah, which means it's probably someone that we've...
never met or interacted with. Mary, maybe?
Maybe Reginald. If
Alright.
we do end up having to the headmistress, maybe.
Oh! Maybe?
Especially if it picks up right where we left off.
Didn't we already do her, though?
Well, I mean, she was the character in the introduction, I guess, but it's not like we got her heart.
That's true, I guess.
But
Alright, here we go. Close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Wow!
They both look so different.
They swapped hair! They swapped hair! If you don't know what we're talking about, go look up Cemetery Mary on our YouTube channel. Everything will be explained there. But they swapped hair! Crazy. Oh my gosh. They blushed looking at each other! Please be sane in this one. Please. I'm rooting for you.
Kendra, he's apparently... possibly the murderer.
Well, okay,
Again.
so then he wouldn't be safe. Again, spoilers, but if you haven't seen the thing, go watch it. Oh, but then who else do we have? Because I honestly kind of thought that these two would be the last ones.
Kind of like Mary with longer hair.
It's really pretty. It's very pretty. It gives me, like...
Normally I prefer characters to not change, but her
It's
kind
not
of
bad.
works for
Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, here we go. Ba 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 ba. Boop. And class lets out once again.
I preferred Reginald with longer hair.
I did too. Yeah. I preferred Theo with longer hair too.
Theo's at least kind of works for him.
Yeah.
I feel like Reginald, this makes his face too... his head too...
circular?
Yeah.
It's giving, like, coconut head vibes.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be...
No, what would we know? But, personal opinion. Personal opinion. Anyway, you exit out the hallways and into the fresh air of the courtyard. You've got minimal homework for today, and it puts an extra bit of pep in your step. One sec, I'm taking off my socks because it's very hot. In fact, you're sure it'll be done even quicker if you just look up the answers in the back of the textbook.
Go talk to Bob.
Bob. Oh, in back of the book. Okay, I was like, Bob. I did that for math class. Only, though, when I was in school, I don't know about you, they would only have the evens or the odds or something like that.
Yeah.
They'd only have half, and it was always kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. Whatever. Homework is stupid! Anyway, okay, here we go.
I mean, there's just too much of it.
Busy work is stupid. Is that better? Busy work is stupid. You should have time to work on it in class, and if you don't finish it, take it home. Sure, whatever. Or a project. Sure, whatever. But just homework for homework? Dumb. Waste of time for the students and the teachers. Studies have shown it's not really helpful. No.
But, I mean, because, like, even, you know, I didn't really do, like, math homework all that much. But I would usually do, you know, one of each section. You
So
know?
that you're familiar.
Yeah, but I would get bored doing the same thing over and over.
It must be nice to be smart.
I don't know. It's not necessarily me being smart. It's I'm able to remember things.
We're smart in different ways.
I have issues on application.
The answer's in the back of the book. The school's worst kept secret. Well, aside from that other thing, you make your way down the rock-lined paths in the courtyard, heading nowhere in particular. You just left class. Maybe you'll stop by your dorm real quick to put your books away? Coffee? Oh. A familiar voice calls out from behind you. Who is it? You smile as you turn around to see her jogging up to you. It's... Natina! It's been a while.
Who do you dislike more, Natina or Twyla?
I dislike them for very different reasons. I don't know, because I don't know how bad of a person Natina is quite yet. Twyla's literally kind of a murderer. If you don't know, spoilers, go watch it. This is like the 5th time I've said it. Just go do it. But, yeah, Twyla's kind of a murderer, right?
Well,
she doesn't
she's a mob boss.
Yeah. Versus Natina's just kind of like your average mean girl, right? Like, those are two really different things. It's hard to compare them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just like interaction, personal interaction.
Well, at least Natina's nice to me. For the most part.
Yeah, but you also know that she's willing to be fake nice to people.
Right. I don't know. You mean, would you rather have blunt dislike or fake niceness? I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of prefer Twyla.
Oh, do you?
I don't like people
who are fake.
Yeah. I mean, I already have enough issues determining people's emotional
That's true,
states.
I guess. See, I
don't
kind of
need
find
you
it
to actively be pretending.
Right. I don't understand what's happening here. Anyway, Coffee, I'm so glad I caught you. I've been dying to tell you about this ever since it happened. Natina begins to walk alongside you as she talks excitedly. You remember that girl I was telling you about, right?
Oh, no.
The really cute one with the blue, high twin tails. Kind of looks like the headmistress a bit.
Huh.
Who?
I thought she was going to ask us to...
Bully Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's... Who? I don't remember. I don't remember anyone with pigtails.
Yeah, I know.
The only person I think kind of looks like the headmistress is Vasilis, and they don't have pigtails.
Yeah, they also don't identify as a girl.
Yeah. Is this some kind of long-time, like, catfish prank that they're doing, though? Because I've seen that be things in movies before.
You know, go forward.
But, like, definitely isn't Vasilis. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Anyways, we both forgot our gym clothes today and got to sit out together. She's such a riot. We talked about our matching hair clips, and she even said if I ever drop by the baking club, she'll make sure to save something for me. I knew I had a good feeling about her. Okay, so it's someone we don't know then.
I guess.
Dude, how many people are related to the headmistress? What is this place?
The auto move.
What? Oh, oops, oh well.
She was in the middle of talking. She was like, something like, it was like, and then...
I'm too busy pointing
She started saying a name, but then she's like...
I'm too busy pointing out the fact that there seems to be some nepotism happening here, okay? Social justice. Anyway, in the middle of rambling, Natina stops. A familiar grin stretches its way across her face. You know what? For some reason, I don't know if it's the coloring, but all of a sudden she do you remember the Teenage Robot show?
Oh, My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Doesn't she kind of look like the same design? Maybe it's the mouth.
I don't know. I thought about rewatching that because for some reason a lot of people have been talking about it.
Really,
recently,
I didn't know that.
And at least a lot of people in places that I am on the internet.
Reddit.
And I'm like, you know what? I really don't remember too much about that show. I don't either.
I don't think we watched it as much. Did you watch it a lot?
Me and Brandon used to watch it. Maybe.
I'm in the weird in-between phase. I love Danny Phantom. We watch Danny Phantom all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Anyway, a familiar grin stretches its way across her face.
I was thinking she kind of looked like a Joker with her lipstick.
Kinda. Natina grips you by the shoulder and nods towards the fountain.
If her hair was green, she'd be the Joker.
You see her, right? You glance over. There is a lone girl sitting on the edge of the fountain. You can't see much of her face, but she's got voluptuous red hair with what appears to be voluminous, horns curling at the top. She's sitting very proper, back straight, legs together. It looks like she's reading something. Doesn't she look lonely? The smile on Natina's face is less than trustful. What is she planning? No harm in going to say hi, right? Something in your gut makes you doubt it. Mary! Before you can say anything, Natina is already making playful strides to the fountain. Looks like you've got no choice but to follow her. As you get closer to the girl, you're able to see more of her face. She strikes you a bit unsettling at first, but you don't get the same chill you do around her like you did Twyla. It's just that something about her eyes. They look dull, almost lifeless. Do they? I don't think so.
That's what Zaphira said, remember?
Yeah.
She's like, your eyes, they're like dull eyes.
That's weird. I don't get that vibe, don't worry. And yet, they're staring at you and Natina with such intensity, you feel like she's seeing right through you. And your intentions.
Well, she doesn't have any eye shine.
I guess. Yeah. You notice her flinch and avert her vision as Natina gets closer. Oh my god, Mary! I haven't seen you in, so long. Do you hate me? Are you avoiding me? You can clearly see that Mary's eyes begin to well with tears. Oh, but she doesn't say anything. And it doesn't stop Natina. You're always so quiet. Am I ever gonna get to hear you speak? Mary digs through her bag and pulls out a notebook. She hurriedly scribbles something onto one of the pages and rips it out and hands it to Natina. Can she not talk?
Well, I don't know. This is one of those situations. Is it because she's in this version of Mary is so shy? Or is it because... I mean, the regular Mary was shy, but she was that weird outgoing shy.
Right.
Where she wants to talk to everyone, and so she tries. She just has issues coming up with words.
Right.
But this Mary is different.
Right.
So
we'll have to wait and see.
It could also just be the fact, though, that if she regularly is bullied by her, she
doesn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Natina takes the paper and reads it out loud. Go away. Aw, come on. What kind of thing is that to say? You can at least say something to Coffee, can't you? Don't you want to introduce yourself?
Though, it is interesting. This Mary with Twyla and being roommates.
Oh, yeah. Coffee told me themselves that they think that you're cute. They'd totally like you, Mary. Why are we dragging me into this? What's happening? I do like Mary, but why? Do you think Coffee's cute too? Mary scribbled something down in her notebook again. It takes a bit longer this time, and she holds it up this time instead of just passing the page to Natina. Her note reads, "You know I can't talk. Please just leave me alone."
Oh, wait,
so
her
like
mother
her
was
mom.
mute. Yes, I completely slipped my mind.
I was gonna say that, but then... Does mute... Is it genetic?
Sure?
I was like, I don't think... Is it?
I mean,
I don't
the
know.
previous Mary was...
I've never studied it, so I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Oh, in which case this is even worse bullying.
Because she can't talk back, you mean?
No, the fact that she's like, oh, aren't you going to say hi?
Oh,
she's
making fun of her
disability.
Yeah. Natina, you're a terrible person! I don't like you! But I have to, because it's a game. That's, like, not very nice, you know. We haven't done anything to you. Am I, like, doing something wrong? We're just trying to make friendly conversation. Besides, Coffee's, like, super into you, right, Coffee? I know what I want to do. But again, I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna say...
Well, so far it seems like once we have their heart, it no longer matters whether...
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, leave her alone, Natina. Seriously? I'm just trying to talk to her. And all she does is tell us to go away. To be specific, she told you to go away. I'm just saying, like, she handed you the note versus the other time she, like, you know, held it open, like, talking to the group. Yeah. So, just saying, like, us, it's not an us. And she's being way more rude than I am right now. Come on, Mary, can't you just act normal for once? Why don't you show us what you're reading? Natina lunges for the book in Mary's hand when... Diego? Or Diego's sibling? Mary flinches hard to an almost worrying degree. A frog emerges from the depths of her hair, causing Natina to recoil in surprise. This time, Natina can't hide her smug smirk. Oh my god, you let one of those things into your hair? Jeez, scary. I didn't know that you were gross, too.
She's just jealous of her hair.
It is very, very pretty hair. Very pretty.
It's got volume and it's all like whoosh.
Yeah. And if I had to pick between the two colors, I would probably go with the red. I'm not a pastel person. Like, on me, I like dark colors on me.
Well, especially with her complexion. A little too close to her skin color.
Yeah. You tell Natina to knock it off.
Which is hard to pull off.
I like that everybody has uniforms, but yet they're their own uniforms.
I know. Everyone's wearing a school uniform, but none of them match.
Nope. This causes both of them to look at you in shock. Coffee, what's your deal? Natina does not hear the words coming out of her mouth. Wait, does Natina not hear the words coming out of her mouth right now? Calling someone gross definitely isn't a friendly conversation. She's keeping a frog in her... Natina's sentence stops sharply. Her eyes go wide as if she's caught sight of something. Is it Reginald in the distance?
Oh, maybe.
It's just like,
He follows her and protects her.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I totally forgot that I have to go meet a friend for cheerleading stuff. Yeah, I'll see you later, okay, Coffee? Natina hurries off, almost at a running pace. And a few moments later, someone comes in to take her place. Ah!
Oh, darn! I was gonna look up. Wasn't expecting to have to do his voice.
A boy with caramel hair and a familiar yellow eyes steps up to the two of you. He talks like he's seen all this before, and he's not happy.
What is going on here?
We were just talking, calm down. I don't really like any of those, to be honest. Because I feel like we're just talking, makes me sound bad because I know she can't talk. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then calm down. You never tell anyone to calm down. Like, if they're freaking out and you tell them to calm down, they're just gonna get mad at you. Yeah,
it's not a helpful statement.
Yeah, I'm gonna save because I don't know. Yes. Return. I don't know. I guess we're just talking. Because, like, we are communicating, right? So wouldn't you say we're just talking because that's just kind of like what you say?
Yeah, I mean, if...
Or am I... okay. Well, we'll see. We're just talking.
Yeah, right. No, wait, that was wrong. With a girl who can't talk? That's too far into the British.
It's okay.
I saw you here with Natina. What were you doing, huh?
You tried to assure him that you weren't doing anything bad.
I really need to look up his voice again.
I need to look up the one person and try to memorize it, but it's fine.
I was hoping when I would see his character, it would come back to me.
All that happened was that you were just introduced to Mary. It's got nothing to do with him.
Nothing to do with me. She's my girlfriend, asshole.
Are you guys actually like a thing in this one?
Also, just the shorter hair does make him feel different, you know?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Mary quickly grabs the boy's attention by tapping him on the shoulder. She signs something to him with her hands, but because of the angle, you can't make it out too well. The boy's expression softens, at least before it turns to you again.
I see. Carry on.
The boy gives you an I got my eye on you gesture before walking off once again. Mary then turns to look at you once again. Her eye contact is intense. You feel almost unable to look away. It's as if she wants to tell you something, but as you've just learned, Mary can't talk. And it looks like she just remembered this fact about herself as she's like communicating telepathically. Look into my eyes. It looks like she just remembered this fact herself as she goes to grab her notebook once again and quickly scribbles her hand across it. With a quick and clean tear, she rips the page she just wrote on out of the notebook and hands it back to you. It reads, "Thank you for helping me." You can't help but smile as you read it. You assure Mary that it's no problem. You're on friendly terms with Natina, but she can get a bit nasty sometimes. And the way that she was behaving to her wasn't right. Mary smiles at you in response. Now that she's in front of you, you feel compelled to tell her. It's nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. I have something that belongs to you. I don't want to give away Diego, but he belongs with his family, so I feel like I should tell her that I have something that belongs to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to go home.
My hair keeps getting in my face.
She blinks in surprise. You explain to her that this thing you've had it for a while, and returning it is long overdue. And as much as it would pain you to say goodbye, you're sure that she'd like to see him again. It seems to have grabbed Mary's attention. Hastily, she writes something and then holds it up to you. Where is it? Can you please show me? You tell her it's back in your dorm room, if she trusts you enough to follow you back there. She seems to ponder on it for a moment, before smiling in certainty. She allows you to lead the way. You return her smile as you walk with her down to the dorms. Your walk is quiet, of course. You're not really sure what to say to her, and it isn't as though she's going to be saying anything at all. Despite this, it's a pleasant walk, and not overwhelmingly awkward as you unlock the door to your room. So this is my room. You welcome Mary into your dorm, and she takes a careful step inside. She seems to be scanning your room, looking for something specific. You already know what she's looking for, so you'll return it to her as quick as you can. You peer around the corner of the desk. You know he likes to stay in. Diego, your mother's here! He's taking a nap, but wakes up as you cup him in your hands. And then turn around to present him to Mary. What is it? Oh, okay. Mary. Well, you didn't expect that. Did you know that Diego was missing? And you thought he was dead? Or I guess, what if his name isn't Diego? The frog, Acanthrabar jumps from your hands and into Mary's. I thought Mary couldn't talk.
No, I'm confused.
Wait. I think Mary, I did just kind of slow my voice, right?
I don't.
Oh, how would you say that? Acanthrabar. Acanthrabar. Ibar. Acanthabar. I don't know.
Acanthabar.
I was so worried about you. Seriously, I thought something bad had happened to you.
C's can be pronounced so many ways.
I'm so glad you're safe. Acanthabar. Diego. His name. I'm just Diego. Disappears into Mary's hair, presumably Joe.
Oh darn! That means I'm gonna have to recombine them.
Oh, I have a red circle. But no time. It's been a while since it dropped midstream.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, we're back. That was weird. Don't know what happened. Sorry.
How much was? Hopefully.
We were at 57.
Well, I mean, hopefully we weren't continuing before we noticed.
That's true. Oh no. Anyway, I just want to make sure that Acanthabar gets back safe. Well, alright. Thank you. You leave your dorm with Mary. She begins to lead you to her dorm, which you know is also Twyla's dorm. Oh, we get to see what Twyla's dorm. Okay, place your bets. Do you think it's gonna be decorated or no?
Well, she did criticize our decorating ability, so it would be weird for her not to have decorated.
But what theme would she have? Books. Oh, here we go. You must admit you're curious about how it looks, seeing as Mary loves the frogs, but Twyla can't seem to stand them.
Do they have their room divided with
like tape? Yeah, I could see that. It doesn't take too long to get to the room, considering you're already in the area for the dorm.
Classic sitcom style.
Yeah. Have you seen Wednesday yet?
No.
You should.
I don't know.
Anyway, she unlocks the door and then holds it open for you to enter. Wow, okay, look at them. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, and the eyes are there. Oh, and there's her and Reginald. And the bedding's super cute. I love it. I love it. I love that they have a little pillow for Diego's family. Very cute. You take a step inside the girl's dorm. It's pleasant. And you can easily tell which side is Twyla's, because Mary's half is littered with little decorations, and Twyla has none. Ha-ha! And speaking of Twyla, she isn't here right now, leaving you and Mary to talk privately. Mary steps into the dorm after you. She allows Acanthabar to climb onto her desk, but only after a few steps on it, he climbs back into her hair with the others. I missed you too. You can stay here if you want to that badly. So yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Mary. is it Anta?
Anta?
Anta? Marry Anta, and I can talk. You can see that. Does anyone else know that she can talk? Reggie does. He was the first to find out. Oh, you probably know him as Reginald, though. He's my boyfriend, the guy that you met earlier. He's the only other person who knows. Well, aside from the frogs, of course. You see.
Not the frogs, people.
What do you mean? People turned into frogs?
No,
Oh, because they're frogs. Okay, I got
she said
I got
Reginald is the only person.
Got it.
And I'm like, wait, are the frogs intelligent enough to be considered
I mean,
people?
it seems like it, right? Diego hid and all this stuff. Well, you have to ask. Why does she pretend like she can't then? She's silent for a moment. A few moments. And then she bluntly returns to your question with, it's easier. Oh? Usually when I try to talk to people, well, I always just say something wrong. And then when I try to fix it through my words, I tend to just mess it up further. I don't think I'm very good at talking to people, so it's easier just to say nothing at all. Then, even when mess-ups do happen, I know it's not something I said. You see. You're sorry that she feels like that. Well, as you can guess, I don't really get many opportunities to talk to people. And you've been really nice, so if there's anything that you want to talk about, actually, yeah. Your boyfriend might be a murderer. You want to talk about that? It'd be nice to talk about a few things with her. There's stuff that you'd love to ask her about. Like, about Tina, about Cat the Bar, about Reginald, about Twyla. Ooh. Do you think this is going to be one of those situations where we get to go back and talk, like, ask about all of them? Or this is like a one-time deal?
I feel like this is probably one where we're going to do all of them, but pick the one you want to do most first.
Save. Just in case. I'll ask, I feel like we should, like, slide into this, you know? I'll ask about the frog, and then I'll ask about Tina, and then I'll ask about Twyla, and then we can ask about Reginald. Don't you think?
Sure, whatever you want to do.
Tell me about the Bar, aka Diego. Mary seemed incredibly relieved to see Anthrobar, I don't know, in your safekeeping. Yet she appears to have many frogs in her possession. Is there something so special about Anthrobar and why she started collecting these frogs anyway? They were going to use the frogs for... Is it
dissection?
Dissection. Interesting. That's what I guessed. But then, I don't know. They said that this was the last year that they would have dissection as part of the program, but I felt bad. Because why would these frogs get to be so unlucky? I didn't want them to have to die. So she stole them? Didn't she get in trouble for that? I mean, a little. But they let me keep the frogs. So all's well that ends well. And Acantherbar? Oh, right. Acantherbar is very special, you see. Because Acantherbar is frog royalty. I had a prince in my room and I didn't even know. He's a prince. Really? He tried telling people in the past, but for some reason only I can understand him. You know, he is really smart, but like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe in this universe. Luckily, he wasn't part of the dissection program. He actually came to me from the woods around the school. He saw how good I was with the other frogs, so he came to me for help. I wish I could help him more, though. You see, Incanthabar isn't just a prince. He's a person, too, like you and me. He he's just stuck as a frog for the time being. Due to a curse he's under, he can't turn back into a person until he, well, gets a kiss!
This is how it typically goes.
This is how it typically goes, but like... What? This is beginning to sound like a fairy tale. If that's the case, why hasn't Mary kissed him yet? Because it won't work if I do it. And Githerbar has to be kissed by royalty to turn back. Well, that's stupid.
I mean, for whoever cursed him.
I guess. Last I checked, I'm not a princess. Besides, I think it'd be a little weird to kiss a frog before I've kissed my own boyfriend. She hasn't kissed Reginald yet? Not yet. I mean, we've kissed on the cheek and forehead and stuff. And listen, everybody goes at their own pace, and that is totally fine. But I can't make the first move. I get too nervous. I think he's a little like that, too. Maybe when the time's right? Mary seems to stir in happy memories surrounding her boyfriend for a few moments longer before dipping back into reality. Okay, so we do get to... Okay, next up, Natina! You knew Natina since the first day you came here. She was the first student that you were introduced to. You thought that she was pretty amicable at first, but when she started to show some other colors, a bit aggressive, it seems she's a bit biased against a few different kids at school. And when you were walking with her today, she seemed to target Mary when she saw her sitting alone. The dogs, can you hear?
Yeah,
sorry.
There's no we're streaming. We can't.
I know, I just figured I should apologize. Is there any specific reason for that? I wish I could tell you. In a way, I wish you could tell me too. I used to be in your position, you know. Natina was the first person I really formally met after I started. If it wasn't for her, I might not have met Reggie. And he helps.
Lost connection again.
Oh.
I don't get what's going on.
Oh, we're back. This is confusing. Sorry about that. Are we back on your end?
No. It still says 0 there also.
Weird. We're back. Okay. This is really confusing. I will try to be fast because I don't know what's going on. And he helps make sure she doesn't bother me anymore. There was even this one time where... Well, I don't need to get into that. Okay. Well, she just talked about Reginald, though, so maybe it would be better to talk about Reginald.
Sure.
Okay. I could talk about him all day. What do you want to know about him? Well, she certainly has quite the excited reaction. Why shouldn't she start by...
Oh, we're gone again.
Should we just save and finish later?
Maybe.
Let's just do that. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna save here for today. Sorry, technical difficulties. Should I just go to the main menu? Yes. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's like a really weird way to end it. But hey, at least we got to meet Mary. We'll finish it next time, hopefully. I really don't know why
I don't.
internet's being weird. But anyway, don't worry, we'll figure it out. But yes, cool. We're getting somewhere. I don't know how much is left, but I don't know. I'm almost wondering if Reginald is gonna be the murderer, since he does seem nice. I don't know. So many mysteries. So little information. But anyway, yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, which I hope you did, you can always watch us in a live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 3:30ish, give or take. If you ever miss an episode or we reference something, like we do a heck of a ton in here, and you're confused, hop over to our YouTube channel because we always upload our streams over there. And while you're there, you should check out some of our other games that we have. There is a lot to choose from, and I highly recommend you watch them. Like I mentioned, we have all of the Arcade Kitten games. If we reference stuff and you're like, what? It's over there. Don't worry. If you want a little sneak peek of the games that we do have available without hopping into the entire series, go over to our TikTok where I post fun short clips from the different games that we play. We also have an Instagram, but I don't post on there. However, it was one of the most followed out of everything. It's tied right now for our YouTube channel. I don't know why. I don't post stuff there, but feel free to go there. Anyway, yes! Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel like doing. We will appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.